What up, fish people? Kenny E with Danikin Aquatics. Hey guys, I'm hoping I'm coming through you live and clear. Danny and I were spacing off on Lucas Bretts tonight, and we completely lost track of time. And I said, yeah, it's 7:27. So she were trying to power move it. I was finishing my dinner. So anyway, guys, been an exciting week for Danny and I. She should be up here in a minute, but I was able to get a 300 gallon, which I'm completely stoked about. Can I get a sound check out there? Thank you, Furloughs. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. But first time ever, Danny and I were almost late. I think I made it by 30 seconds late, so that's good. And here she is. There she is.
Okay, there we go. Oh, no.
All right, as always, great stream start. So we'll just go right on down like we always do. Wish everybody hello that have come. Ian with Atkins Aquariums, Nature Aquariums, good to see you. Danielle, see, we're really screwed up. Somebody did a super chat before we even started. We didn't get to it. So I do apologize, whoever did that. Welcome to the chat, Mike Aquatica Things. John McKenzie, welcome to the chat. Laura Sutton's, good to see you. Chalupa No Tomatoes, good to see you. Rocco's Fish Room, good to see you. Cody Sun, good to see you, my friend. Majul, good to see you, my friend. Brandon with Maple Street Aquatics. Heck of a stream today, sir. Enjoyed it immensely. And Furloughs Aquatics, same thing, buddy. Great stream today. Enjoyed your stream, man. And John McKenzie, welcome to the chat. Lisa NJ, welcome to the chat. Scott's Aquatics, welcome. Sean OOTD, good to see you, sir. And I think I'm almost to the end. I'm hoping so anyway. Muppet929, good to see you. Tampa Tom Fishing, good to see you. TN Aqua, Larry D, good to see both of you. And my good mod, Monster Fish Gal, Lori, good to see you. Guys, like I said, I missed that super chat at the beginning. I do apologize. We got in here late this evening. I'm hoping I can go back up and I will see it again.
Peplin Creek's $1.99 super sticker.
All right. Yeah, it must be. Thank you, Peplin. We appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, no.
I'm still here. I was taking a bite. Don't make it obvious, Edwards.
Oh, you going off screen wasn't obvious at all. And coming back with white stuff all over your face was no big hint or clue there either.
Yeah. I'm going to put this back in the fridge because I'm not going to eat during the stream.
Maybe I should turn my mic down. Is that a problem? Let me see what I can do. Let me help you out here. Maybe there? There you go. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Sorry. Oh my gosh. So everybody, I came up with a cute little thing to say. Oh. I came up with a cute thing to call it when I ship out shrimp. When I actually start selling my shrimp, I'm going to call them shrimp mints. I thought it was really cute and funny.
What?
I told him I was going to call when I finally start selling and shipping out shrimp. They're going to be shrimp mints instead of shrimp mints.
Ames Nature Water and Drop Aquatics. Good to see you.
Says Danny, while you're in charge, time for the next chapter of the book.
Oh,
okay. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, okay. Next chapter of the book. How many of you keep a weapon next to your bed? My husband used to keep a bat next to the bed.
You're going to tell this one now, too?
And there was one time he thought that some burglar was in our house and had his hand over Ken's face like that. So Ken thought there was a burglar with a hand over his face. So he reaches down, he grabs his bat, and he whacks himself upside the head with the bat.
It doesn't pay to sleepwalk and be aggressive, guys. I'm going to tell you right now.
Especially when you're kicking your own ass.
When you're waking up to an aluminum bat going, ding. I think the truth of the matter is she was looking to do me out. And she just used my sleepwalking as an excuse. And I shocked her. She whacked me hard and I still lived. She couldn't do anything about it.
You're so full of horse pucky. I can't even believe it.
What the heck was the word you just used?
Horse pucky.
Horse bucky.
You know, horse boop boop.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. So there was a incident for you. It wasn't a big, long, drawn-out incident,
but yet she lets me still sleep next to her. Only now I've upgraded. I've now got a 38. That's a pretty good idea. That makes real sense. Yeah, maybe now that you enlightened me with that, we'll go ahead and put that gun on your side of the bed from here on out.
Chalupa No Tomato says, Kenny, what size batting gloves do you wear? Asking for a friend.
Oh my gosh.
Ames Nature Water Drop Aquatics says, you changed your name, Aim. say cowpuck and it grows mushrooms. You know, I used to sit in my house when I was a young teenager. I was about 12 or 13. We had a big cow pasture behind us, and at night we'd see all the high school teenage kids out in this cow field looking around, and I'm like, Mom, why did they always go out there? My mom's like, I have no idea. Later I found out, they were shrooming. Yep. The good old days.
Right. Right.
Fucking Fish says, Kenny, are you joining Chattanooga's fantasy baseball league? I did.
I know I disappointed Ed, but to be truthful, guys, I'm really not at all. I'm very good at keeping up with the NFL, but not so good with keeping up with that. So
Tian Aqua says, note to self, baseball helmet for Kenny for Christmas. Halo Fins and Flora, hello. Sean OOTD says, in the old days, yeah, we can go with that.
Oh, you guys are too much, man.
40 years fish. How many tanks now, guys?
We're over 70. I'm not going to be for sure, but I know it's over 70 somewhere.
Yeah, we had to have some emergency fish tank set up yesterday. I went downstairs and the air had stopped working on one of my guppy tanks, which literally had gotten overcrowded. And it had hundreds of guppies in it. So I'm like, Ken's fishing out guppies. I'm trying to get out all the duckweed so we don't contaminate the new tank. And we put them in a 55 gallon.
You know, this is where I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? I don't like duckweed either, but when we got fish's lives on the line, I don't give a crap how much duckweed gets in this. What the heck is going on in here? I've never seen them do this. Is one of the heaters going bad?
What?
Both of my paratilapia are acting like they're, what is going on?
Well, while Kenny takes care of the paratilapia.
I'm sorry. They both did this up and down, and then one went to that side, went with that side, and they're both laying on their sides now. So I don't know what is going on. Maybe I was a little too, and I freaked them out. I don't know.
Select Pets, old days. Didn't I come in to talk about hiding the white stuff on Kenny's face? 40 Years Fish says, I'm at 15 freshwater and 1 saltwater. We're at like 70 something freshwater.
Yeah, it's all freshwater, man. Well, freshwater and 1 brackish. Fish on Tactics, thank you for the $19.99 super chat. Good night, gorgeous people. Good night to you, sir. Can't wait to meet you when I come up that way. Come back home. You, me, and Pep will have to get together.
Furlough says maybe you should keep a wiffle ball bat next to the bed instead of that 38.
Hey, Anthony, what's going on, buddy? You know, I should take the time to shout out our members. So started with Mr. Brian himself, Pepplin Creek Aquatics, Furloughs Aquatics, I Hate Stupid People Tank Tribe, Carol Cox, Scott's Aquatics, J-Dog 67, Roland Holtz, Xanda Doo-Doo, Skull Baby, Bates and Genetics, Texas Fish Room, Rick Silva, The Chubby Guppy, Father Fish, Patty, Kevin Leong, Amy with Sand Creek Aquatics 2, Mike's Aquatics Things, Mary Page Flynn, Fantastic Freaks, Aikens Nature Aquariums, Ian, T-Bone, Fishies, good to see you, T-Bone, and thank you so much. Al Wet Sox, Lisa NJ, Chattanooga Ed, Lonnie Parrish, and Priscilla MK Art. Thank you guys very much for your memberships. Like to make sure I shout you guys out. I do plan to do those last 2 videos this week. It's been a crazy week with the car lot, so I haven't been able to do any shooting of any kind. I've barely got a video out. What day was that when I went over there and saw those wonderful stingrays and was able to hand feed them? Was that Monday of last week? Yeah, it was Monday. That's a question to you.
Well, I'm sorry. I was reading Rockin' Fish's thing, and it says, okay, I can't even pronounce this fish's name. But exciting when fish are getting ready to bleed. I don't know what this is. I need to look it up.
That's the same one I had you look up the other night for me.
Oh, those are beautiful fish. Gorgeous.
Can't do very good with memory. Hey, Al Web Sox, welcome to the chat, buddy. Halo Fins and Floro, good to see you.
Sandy Farrell. So did you tell them all about your new acquisition?
Which?
The 300?
Right when I started, you were in getting ready.
I didn't know if you had
I didn't tell them what we're putting in it yet, but behind Danny, you can see last week at the Greater Portland Aquarium Society, we were able to pick up 5 of these beautiful Ultima Angels. Well, then we got to talking to the guy that provided them. He's a good friend of mine. I said, well, we want to make kind of a little mini school out of them. So I picked up 3 more of them. So then I called the guy. I said, hey, listen, I'm going to put these guys in the 300 like you were saying because I want to see them get the max size. He got excited and donated 7 more of them to me. So my good friend John has given me a grand total now of 15 F1 Ultima babies for my 300 gallon, which these things, if I feed them really well and keep them in that 300, they should get to max size, which is 15 inches from top to bottom. Yeah. They will be amazing. And I'm like, I can't believe you did this for me, John. Greatly appreciated. Because he's the one, if you guys have been following my channel since day one, I had those beautiful Scalaris angels that he had given me. And I promised him I would not kill them. And then we had the incident where they saw the Oscar and bashed their little skulls in on my side of my tank. So I felt horrible. Thought this guy's never going to give me fish again. And now he's given me 15 Ultima Angels. I can't believe it. I'm just stoked. So we did fill the 300 up. It holds water. I just got to get the end cap for the bulkhead. It didn't come with it, so I got to go find one that will fit, and then put all the sealer and stuff in there and get that good and sealed, and fill it up all the way to the top and make sure that it's holding water.
So yeah, and then but before we get it up, I'm gonna have to. There's a couple of scratches on the front, so I'm gonna have to take some bucking compound stuff and work on getting the couple of scratches out. I want to. They're in the front, so I want to try to make sure that we can do that. We could turn the tank around, but I'd really rather keep it the way it is. And
yes, and Ian reminded me of something else great had happened this week.
Yeah,
Ian recently took a position with one of my LFSs that I really like. It's All Things Aquarium here in Portland. And anyway, I happened to go in. I was really going in to see the store. I hadn't seen it since they moved. And, to see Ian, how he's doing with his new job. And anyway, while I'm there, I'm talking to the owner. And next thing you know, I look down. He's got these gorgeous, super red, long fin plecos, bristlenose. We and Danny have been breeding the regulars for well over a year, and the whites and stuff, and the albinos, blah, blah, blah. But Danny really likes those long fin super reds. So anyway, the guy gave me those and then 5 of the dwarf red rainbows, and he hooked me up for like $50 for everything. So then I'm talking to him as I'm getting ready to go out the store, and that's the one that gave me this 300 gallon. So, I mean, it was just like a perfect day to go to the fish store. Got a free 300 gallon and great deal on some bristle nose. And so, I mean, I was pretty high in the hog when I got back from that store that night.
He's like, score.
Yeah, I was. If you guys watch Dan's Fish, I was doing the goal. And in case y'all watch Dan's Fish, if you want to see him do that, you have to give him the $20 goal. I think one night, just to mess with him, we should, like, every 2 minutes, throw one of those down and make him do it for the whole hour and a half. I would love to see Dan do that goal thing for the entire. He'll be so far behind on chat, but I don't care. I want to see it one time.
Ames says, does anyone see the wild fish behind Danny? Are you talking about the one that keeps swimming up and down and all around?
That's the yo-yo loach. He is a hyper one.
So yeah, he's a yo-yo loach, and then the other 2 things that I've got in there are the blue diamond discus, which they're doing fine with the baby angelfish. I was surprised that they're not picking on the baby angelfish at all, but they're beggars. Halo Fins and Flora says, is that fish broken?
Welcome to the chat there, Petroman 1185. Mr. Jeff Rose Fish Keeping, welcome to the chat.
Sean OOTD says, when is Dan caught up with the chat to start with?
He never is. But Sean, could you imagine how far he would be behind if we all, like, every 2 minutes dropped one of those on him and did it for the whole hour and a half? I mean, I think it would be hilarious. He wouldn't have no breath left, number one. And I think I got a funny feeling we'd probably take that voice out of him, too.
Rocco's Fish Room says his yo-yo loach does that too.
Yeah, Lolo, those yo-yos are crazy fish, man. But he did do what I wanted him to do. He did take a good portion of them snails out of there.
Yeah.
He's not as good as the queen loaches, though. Those queens really knocked him out.
Yeah. I love the little queen loaches for that. That tank was so infested with snails.
Robert with Tea and Aqua, welcome to the chat. Fish Dreams, I can't remember if I said hello to you. Hello. Rocco's Fish Room, good to see you. And guys, if you haven't been over to check out Rocco, he has designed an Aquarium Cop special edition shirt. All proceeds Rocco makes from this shirt are going to Aquarium Cop's daughters, but it is a cool looking shirt. I went ahead and ordered Danny and I one today. I got Danny purple and I got myself the red one just to give us a little color differences. Plus Danny loves purple, but isn't a Vikings fan. Can you believe it?
No, not at all.
She did it out of spite. Fish Tropic, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Goose, not Maverick. I love that. I love that name.
I do too. GRB, good day, sir. Deborah Lewis, good to see you.
Sean OOTD still going on about Dan doing the goal and says, haha, by the end. He'd just barely hold his hands up, stare at the camera.
No, I think he'd be like this. He'd be like this. He'd be having go. Candy is at 7:30 yet? Dan's a great guy. Love that man. Anything to mess with Dan, I'm all for it. Monica Lynn, welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Ooh, says you won't know till they grow out, but she's thinking of buying 3 checkerboard discus.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Very pretty.
Oh my gosh. But Ken was really funny about that 300-gallon. We had it. I was up on the truck bed looking inside of it, and he goes, yeah, but how are we going to get rocks and big pieces of manzanita in through the top? There's just those 3 little holes. Well, the holes are 22 inches long and 8 inches wide. We should be able to fit stuff in there.
Yeah, but what I was wanting ain't going to work because the manzanita's got all those cool branches that go all different ways. I mean, it's not going to work.
Put them in smaller pieces and build it inside the tank.
See, that takes away from the whole thing. I'm done already.
Sean says that I think it should be a 300-gallon shell dweller tank. That's what my dad was running around telling everybody it was going to be.
Nope, no shell dwellers. Crystals, Pets and Plants, welcome to the chat. Big J's Fish Keeping. Fish Keeper, good to see you, bub. F&S Fish Room, good to see you. So, yeah, we're going to be working on that. And then the thing is, this 300-gallon has now triggered Danny and I to finish the studio finally. So it's funny how events change your motivation. You know, we've been talking about this, I don't know, Danny, for what, a year now?
No, it hasn't been quite that long, but
it's been just about that.
Close. Yeah.
So we're going to finish the trim work, get some paintings hung up, and the 300 is going to be the first one built. And I've got to lay out how it's going to be. I originally was thinking about putting a pond in there, but I started thinking about those water changes. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. Not to mention the evaporation into that room. I've already got enough issues without another one. We're in the process of making sure all of our tanks have tight lids and all that, just trying to get the evaporation down. Mississippi Hippie and Geek Boy, welcome to the chat.
Well, thank you. Do you live in Oregon, Portland, Ames Nature, Water Drop Aquatics? We could totally hang out. Fish and Shrimp by Rich says 300-gallon shrimp tank. And yes, you can do different species in a shell breeder tank, but they're gonna fight over shells. Might be some carnage. Oh, so you're in Ohio. Yeah, we'll be out that way later this year. Some close anyway.
I for sure will be. I always go back at least once a year to the Midwest. But I think we're both thinking we might want to hit St. Louis, the ACA. I think we're both going to be at that event.
Peppa Aquatic. Kenny, you can't put wood in the 300. Maybe raise, since you enjoy feeding them. No, because it's still too small for the raise.
Yeah, I started looking at it, Peplin, and the 300 is only 2 feet wide. I don't think that's fair for the raise, especially if they start getting full grown. It's not a good situation for them. I want them to be happy.
No, we're not going to make the 300 a home for the bunnies that Ken finds in the yard.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Reason would be, Madrill, if you haven't been paying attention, the bunnies don't need a cage when I'm done with them. It's garbage pail.
Can't stop. No, don't even go there. Aw. Can't stop. You know, not only do bunnies not like him, but we used to have a cat. So Ken and I, when we first got in, two of our children, they started out as foster children. And so Ken and I had to move into the living room because we only had a 2-bedroom house at the time. Ken and I had to move into the living room.
We did an investment when we were in our younger years, thinking it would be just instead of renting, it would be a nice little investment. We move in, move out. We bought a 14 by 70 mobile home because we had 2 children. Yeah. And then we adopt these kids. 14 by 70, right? 4 kids. At that time, I think it was 10 fish tanks, 3 dogs, and are you ready? 6 cats.
Well, because the cats went into
and then
the
cats multiplied.
There was one day a bunch of cats disappeared, and I thought, well, did they get out? And what's going on? So King and Queen Cichlids, thank you for the $10 super chat. It says, past this old man's bedtime, but loving the stream.
Peace out. And Scott, I'm looking forward to you and me getting together and doing the cichlid stuff, brother. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes.
Can't wait.
So anyway, Ken, we had to move into the living room because so the kids could have, the girls could be in one room, the boys in the other.
Yeah, because we had 2 boys, 2 girls. We didn't want the girls and boys in the same bedroom.
Right.
Per se,
so we had them, Ken and I moved out into a futon in the front room with all the fish tanks. Well, this cat, if I left any, there was like a bar, and we had the futon up underneath the bar area. And so we could flip it up into a couch and watch TV during the day and then flip it down into a bed at night. Well, this cat would watch Ken over the bar area and look down at him. And he'd take his paw and move plates right over his head and then literally knock him off the
They'd break over my
kids.
head. Bam! I hated that cat. Yeah, it will be a good time, Scott. I really am looking forward to it. You guys should keep an eye on Kings and Queens. He's got some big things in the workings. He did an awesome video this past week on make your pick, Jaguar cichlid or Cuban cichlid. I'm not going to be biased for anybody that might want to go look at it. You make your own decision, but go give him an answer. I gave him mine. Now you go give him yours. It was really a cool video. I enjoyed it immensely. So.
Lisa NJ, be careful on your drive home.
Be careful, Lisa.
Aim Nature Water Drop Aquatics crying here. Well, Ken was crying as the plates crashed over his head while he's trying to sleep. It was good thing we didn't have a bat next to the bed in that place.
If it's the cat, why take out the rabbit? Okay, Halo.
Well, the cat had an incident too, but that didn't. Ken saved the cat. So
yeah, I helped this cat.
One of the
no,
dogs.
You guys gotta. I mean, it was a madhouse, but I don't even know how I survived it. You know, really, I don't know how I survived
Poor
it. Here
kids,
I am,
3
fresh,
dogs,
yeah, fresh out of the Marine Corps. You know, in a new field in the car business. You know, I already got a stressful job, and I come home to this chaos every night. I mean, it was a madhouse, but I loved it. But anyway, one day whenever I cooked fish, everybody from the whole neighborhood all flocked to my house. So anyway, I'm in the middle of frying fish, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this black cat that she's referring to. He jumps into the grease, all 4 paws.
No, just in one paw.
There was one paw. Anyway. He got stuck on there. I literally had to take the spatula and give him this number to get his foot out of the grease.
He picks the cat up and he puts it down. The cat's crying. So I'm rushing the cat to the vet. And it got all bandaged up. And they gave him some painkillers, and he was all good. But the fur came in white, like a white silver. After that, when his little paw healed back up, but the dog started chasing the cats, and the cat ran up onto the counter in the kitchen and landed in the frying pan. It was just chaos reigning everywhere.
And we got like 11 to 15 guests outside waiting on fish. While all this is going on, I'm
literally,
like, good
people
Lord.
would line up from the front window, and we'd just be handing plates of food out the front window.
Yeah, everybody loves when I cook fish, man. They do dig it. No, I don't ever cook fish. I'm sorry. I'm on a fish channel, honey. We can't be talking about.
Well, speaking of fish, he decides he's going to punish one of the girls. He took our youngest fishing with him, and she kept snagging her lures and her weights on the rocks and everything. And he's like, oh. So finally he gets this really ugly lure, thinks it won't catch a thing. He puts it on her.
No, I didn't say it wouldn't catch a thing. I said it won't snag anything. Quit trying to add lib to the story.
Or catch a thing. And then what happens? This little girl who's like 3 feet tall, 6 years old, she wasn't 2 feet tall. She catches a 36-inch salmon.
Yeah, big old nasty coho.
So she goes trekking up the hill with her little bitty body up to the top of the hill, and there was a guy up there that'd been fishing. And she goes, guess what? I caught a fish as big as I am. And he goes, oh yeah, where is it? Ken comes lugging up the hill, carrying this fish across his back. It's right there. My dad's got it.
86 to 91, Petro Man.
Hello, everyone. John Larson wants to know, Kenny, did you go swimming in the 300?
Danny would have let me. Plus,
you wouldn't
John,
fit through the holes.
I was just going to say, would you let me finish a story tonight? What is wrong with you? Here, hold on. Okay.
No.
Dana,
no, stop it. Oh, Ames Nature Water Drop Aquatics. But what did Ken do to the bunnies?
oh, Lord. I keep forgetting. See, the story's never going to end because new people come in every week.
Thank you, Foxy Fishies, for the 99 super sticker.
Ames Nature. Unfortunately, my brothers wouldn't help my mother. I was out of town. I came back, and my mom's grass was almost 2 feet tall. So in the process of mowing, I hear a chunk chunk. I look down, and it's to my absolute horror, it was baby bunnies. I mean, chop them to pieces, 2 little baby bunnies. I'm like, oh no. So I get down on my hands and knees, and I'm digging to make sure there's not more of them. And next thing you know, I go again, chomp, chomp. I'm like, so by this time I'm shaking. I go in and get my mom. I said, you're going to have to come out here and start looking through this grass. I've killed 4 bunnies now, and I don't want to kill any more. So she was even out there digging in and kicking the grass and stuff. So then I'm going again, and I hear a big kabonk, kabonk. I'm like, it was the mama. I killed the mama.
So we don't let Ken mow the yard anymore. We hire, yard people. and it was super sad.
Oh, my God. Halo. How many points is that? 4 bunnies.
I don't know. Foxy Fishy, she did a poop on us. Poop poop.
Thank you, Foxy. Patty, how are you? She says, I'm covering my rabbit ears.
Do recon before the mow. No, we just send the yard people out there, and they come every other week, so the grass never gets that tall.
Yeah, we don't have that problem here. Fish by Shrimp, he says 300-gallon guppy tank. Let me tell you, with the chaos we dealt with last night, nah. Because I know Danny, 300 guppy, 300 with guppy, that's going to be 1,200 fish in about 2 weeks.
Well, I didn't know that there were so many guppies in this little tank that crashed.
So
or started to
when
crash.
she tells me I can't cut grass no more, I am no longer letting her be in charge of what gets taken to pet stores and sold. Kenny's taking over that department now. She has lost her privilege. Xanda Doo-Doo, thank you for the $5 super chat. Love your streams. Great way to end each week. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, Xanda Doo-Doo.
No, Kenny.
No more.
No.
No more bunny cartage on my hands.
Oh. Yes, we take care of the grass now. We hire the yard people, and oh man, Ken just has horrible things happen to him.
Halo, he says to King and Queens, does that mean the Easter Bunny's not coming this year? you are bad. Uh-oh, hope it wasn't Bugs Bunny.
No.
Look at it. You guys are all going. Scott says, I hope it wasn't Bugs Bunny or the Easter Bunny. Oh, man, you guys are terrible.
Geek Boy says they're guppies. 2,000 guppies in a couple of days. Well, I just didn't realize how many guppies were in this tank because the whole top of it's like covered in duckweed. I mean, it was the worst tank, almost the worst tank I had. And I didn't realize how many were actually in there. There were hundreds, but literally hundreds. But we saved them and we put them in the other 55 gallons, so they got upgraded, and it's just crazy. Chris Trapp, how many different fish and plant types in your fish room? Okay, we have a fish house.
Monica Lynn says, I have wild rabbits in my yard, Danny. They have babies every year. They make a nest down in the dirted lines, soft materials. Babies have to be kept above 85. Oh.
Thank you, Danny West, for the $5 super chat. It says, come down to St. Louis. I'd love to meet you guys. You guys seem like really fun people.
We are actually, that is one of the events we plan to, I mean, anybody that's cichlid people, I'm sure will be at that event, my friend. ACA does a great job on the events.
Hello, so Fat Man Aquatics.
He is not Fat Man to me. He is Jacob.
I know.
I hate Fat Man Aquatics' name. It makes me feel bad that I have to say it. So hello, Jacob.
No, Ames, we are not raising bunnies in the 300.
Did you see that? Scott says he will be there. King and Queens will be there. I also know Carrie's already confirmed she will be there, and I'm pretty sure Chattanooga Ed says he's going to be there too.
Yeah,
and now Danny's
July.
You sure? I thought it was. Oh no, June's the Killia Fish Association one.
Yeah,
that's the one Lucas will probably be at because he likes his killie fish.
Chalupa, no tomatoes.
I see what you.
Master bunny breeder.
Yeah.
Abolished ink. Cheers, my fellow fish nerds.
How you doing, Abolished?
Oh, that's cool. Scott gets, he says, I work for the ACA, so free flight and stay for me. Yay.
Nice.
Awesome, awesome.
Holly says, I posted a picture of my bunny Love on my Instagram with his crazy haircut. Don't hold that against him, Kenny. I was thinking, and I'm sorry, Holly, I shouldn't be thinking this way. If it's got a crazy haircut, it's probably one of the survivors of mine. You know, one of these deals. Bunny foo-foo with his ear like this. One's ear like this, it's like this. What going like this? Oh, that's bad. Can we ever just stay on fish in this stream? It never happens. But I love it either way. I love it either way. It works. And you ever notice it's always the same troublemakers. It's either Holly, it's either Patty, it's either John, or it's that Rico stand dude.
King and Queen Ziglet Scott says, "Okay, night guys. I heard the Queen stirring. Great stream, you two. I love your connection. Stay off the lawnmower, Kenny."
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Scott. Greatly appreciated, brother. We'll speak soon, man.
Oh gosh. I just can't get the picture of you doing the bunny.
Yeah. That would be an absolute yes. She keeps me. Oh yeah. If I got shears in my fingers and I'm headed to one of the fish tanks, yeah, that's abruptly handled. I don't have any chance of making it to those tanks.
The Freaky Fish Lady says it's usually Patty or Rico. She's throwing you under the bus, Patty. You hear that? Patty says, "This is how you treat your members." Patty,
all you guys would not. This stream would not be as fun as it is if it wasn't for all of you guys.
Absolutely.
Members or not members, I have a ball with all of you. You guys are funny, man.
Super cool. See, and you got a bat story, but with a baseball bat, not a flying bat. And his salmon story, and yeah, so you had a couple of incidents tonight.
And your freaking cat, like the dump stuff on my head story.
Those cats. So we thought some of them had gotten outside and had gone, like run away or something. And I'd had two cats like just completely disappear. I'm like, where are those stinking cats? This is not that big of a mobile home, it's a little tiny place, single wide, right? And cats are gone. And about 2 weeks later, I'm like, what is that noise? And I go over into the kitchen cupboards and I open this door and out pours like 100 kittens. And I'm like, oh no, they multiplied. So,
J-Dog says, that's it, I quit. See, I told you, your stories just took somebody out already. Look.
I'm so sorry. I'll shut up now.
He says, I quit. He's out of here. He's got like a halo over his head. He's doing the backstroke out of the stream right now. Let me welcome our new member, Halos Fins and Flora. Appreciate you. Welcome to our crazy family. Petroman 1185. Welcome to membership. Appreciate you, brother. And then we also have Rocco's Fish Room signed up as a member. Greatly appreciated, guys.
Thank you. It's very, very cool.
Oh, man.
But yes. So, but what was really cool about all the kittens in the house, I have to tell you. No, I went and had the cats fixed after that. But what we used to do is Kenny and I would take fishing poles and we would take off the hooks and we would tie little toys.
I saved the hooks for the children.
Yeah, right. But we would tie little toys and a little weight on the end of it, and we would cast the toys across the room with the cats, and then we would slowly reel them in, and all these little kittens would come running around attacking it. It was so much fun.
But you guys have to understand, 4 kids, 3 dogs, now all these kittens.
100 cats.
Yeah, in a 14 by 70 mobile home. That's why when Danny and I finally got to Oregon, decided to buy a house, I went like 8 bedroom or 7 bedrooms, 3 baths. Y'all, this is your area. Stay out of mine. This is my area. And yeah, my personal space was invaded even in this big a house, within 2 days, I had no more Kenny little man cave.
Now you have 6 man caves and a
No, I
family
don't.
room and a living room, and I have my craft room.
You name it one room that is strictly mine. Bet you can't do it. Bet you can't do it. There's some of you or some of your daughter's stuff in every room. I have no man cave still. 22
You have
years later.
fish. You have fish. So
I want a
don't-
place for my Viking attire to hang.
Why you just put it up in the closet every year?
I thought I had my marine stuff in a nice safe spot, and the kids destroyed it. Never could get those pictures back.
No, I know. Poor Ken. And he had this really great CD collection.
Oh, yeah,
And the
dude.
kids were outside using them as frisbees. They were playing Ninja Warriors and chucking them at each other.
Yeah. I had every Metallica CD ever made, every Wasp CD ever made. Yeah.
Oh, Ken, Radul said it right. You have the bathroom.
You know, I'm going to silence that mod. Unfortunately, you can't do that. You can't. I don't really want to remove them from the stream, but I wish
See
I could
the
do that.
problem?
I wish I could do that thing like I do to you. To put you down for a second. Bob Kaler, welcome to the chat. Good to see you, sir.
Ames says, Danny, breathe.
Now, guys, if you haven't checked out Bob, he goes before us on Sunday. Does an awesome
Yes.
stream. Check out Mr. Kaler. That is at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome. Freaky Fish Lady, new member.
Thank you so much, Holly, for your membership. Greatly appreciated. Did we say hello to Crystal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Just making sure. Hey, I'm old. I can't remember everything.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So Ken was, out all of his Metallica CDs. But then, he had the bowling balls too that were at the house. The poor man can't keep anything.
Yeah,
because-
dude, brand new. I mean, I was a professional bowler for a while, and I was so stoked because they came out with the black hammer, man. I was all happy. I paid like $300 back in the day for this ball. Only used it once, went to work, hey, cool. I come home. Now, we have a hill like this in our neighborhood at the time with speed bumps. I'm coming up the hill, and I see a black hammer coming at me at like 60 miles an hour. I'm like, what the hell is this about? I get up, and then I see a purple beast going about the same speed. Like, wait a minute, those are my bowling balls. Yeah, I go up, the kids were having bowling ball races with my brand new bowling balls down the concrete of the street. Oh, I could have killed them, man.
Poor Ken.
Well, that wasn't even the worst of it, guys. Now, picture two bowling balls going approximately 60 miles an hour when they hit the neighbor's place at the end of the street, what it's doing. So not only am I out my bowling balls, I'm now got to pay for the big dents in the side of these people's home. Yeah, you forgot about that part, huh, Danny? Yeah. Like I said, guys, how I made it through life without, one, becoming a drug addict, or two, just saying, I don't know, man.
Radul says one day Kenny lost his balls. And John Larson says, like father, like children.
Oh, no. Oh, it was bad, John. I'm telling you. Those were rough days, brother.
I had no idea what to do. I was running around like this. But you know what? I have to say this. At the time, all the kids were really into fish. They never messed with our fish tanks.
No, that's the one thing I'll admit. They never did mess with the fish tanks that we know of. Brandon is still a question because, I mean, this kid too, that kid. Now, I got this beautiful, cute little brand new basset hound, Ladybug, best dog we ever owned.
She was not the best dog we ever owned. That dog was a horror.
So
Do not listen to him.
my son was into making videotapes, and he called his series Donkey Balls. So he thought it would be smart. Now, keep in mind, my dogs are like, they're part of the fams. So he's doing this video, and he's showing him. I'm like, oh, that's nice. He's walking my dog. That's cool. And next thing you know, he's going into a laundromat. Next thing you know, I see my poor little dogs in the spin cycle on the.
She was not in the spin cycle. He just took a picture of her sitting in there. He did not turn on.
How do you know?
The dryer, because he had witnesses, and I questioned them.
You're gonna talk about a magnet head?
Yes, they did not hurt your dog.
I wouldn't trust that kid. I don't think he was too much there, honey. That kid.
Aim says, "Ha, cats, fish, bunnies, now donkey."
Yeah.
But the kids were great with the fish.
I will admit that his one friend Kyle, I feel bad to this day about it. But I didn't think, for one, I didn't think he was telling me the truth. He's always told my wife and us that he had a metal plate in his head since he was a kid because he got ran over by a car or something. And I'm like, I don't believe it. So one day I got home from work and I had these magnet things that you put the license plates on with. So the kid was walking by and I stuck that by his head. It is stuck. It's stuck to his head. Next thing you know, he's doing one of these deals down to the ground. He's on the ground. I'm like, oh my God. But it really did stick to his head. I could not believe it.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, it was
he'd
bad.
been hit by a bus and they did put a metal plate in his
Well, I
head.
really didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. He was a nice kid at the end. God rest his soul. Unfortunately, what happened to him? Something else traumatic killed him. What was it?
I don't remember.
He got hit or something, or fell off a cliff or something. He did something ridiculous and got killed anyway at the end. But
so back to fish. Look at them all. They're all coming up like, feed me.
Now, guys, these things are going to get so huge. Minimum 12 inches, most likely 12 to 15 inches from top to bottom.
I cannot get over the reds and pinks.
Yeah, the reds and all the reds in the face are going to come out a lot further. Of course, the discus always loved the photobomb. That is our breeding. They like breed about at least once a month, sometimes twice a month, but we haven't really decided to capture the eggs yet because we don't want to raise baby discus.
Yeah. There. There you go.
You're funny with those.
Yeah, I think the reds will come out more as they grow up. I'm really super excited about it.
My buddy's going to the coast on Sunday, and I guess he'll be back Thursday, and then we're going to start mapping out what we're going to do down there. And I think the following week, I'm going to go to Home Depot, get supplies, and him and I are going to start knocking it out. Then I have to I'm going to upgrade to the bigger air pump so I can basically do the entire lower level on air.
Yeah,
Plus,
we should be able to punch a little hole through the walls to get the tubing through.
Beautiful thing is we're the ones that are living here, so we can do whatever we want. We can patch it later. I do have to pick one wall where I could do that thing that dude that you watched just go crashing through it. Bam!
Home improvement shows?
No, that goofy guy that has the somewhat sane wife and he's an absolute screwball. What's that guy's name?
The Chippin'
Yeah, that
guy. So Petroman says, Danny, I would love to have baby discus. Get her an RODI unit, Kenny. Yeah, those are my blue diamond discus. They're just, I was, as soon as I saw those, I was like, oh, I've got to have those fish. So beautiful.
Here, next eggs we get, we'll overnight them to Petroman.
There you go. He can hatch him out.
Yeah, he can do all the work. We don't want anything, Petroman. You can just see if you can get
Have
them to
the
hatch.
eggs. I don't know how long they take to hatch, but they need to eat the mucus off the moms and dads. You can't
Yeah,
do
this
that.
is true. I know.
Yeah.
But then after that's when you got to feed them 5 times a day.
Rockin' Fish. Punch a hole in the wall. A new Kenism is coming soon to your live stream or to your live stream. And then Byron Bullman, Kenny the Kool-Aid Man.
Mickey, I'm telling you, dude, I am so stoked. The guy, John, has been such a good friend to me. I mean, he has given me so many cool fish over the years. He's the guy that gave me my zebra caras. He gave me those beautiful, what are those? Now I'm drawing a blank. The mid, what is it?
Havana Cars?
No, Epistogramma meditativa.
Oh,
No,
the D6s.
yeah, they're
Those were
D6, but what is it?
Those were Bresoficon melanostichos.
I'm talking the Episto. It's Epistogramma mitu, isn't it?
Yes. D6.
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Yes.
I wasn't talking
Yes.
your little Tetras. I was talking those guys.
The melanostichos. So, Hippoquatics, Danny, are those wild caught angels and discus? How do you find the aggression at feeding time? So they're all tank raised. Our friend was able to breed these Altum angels, and so they're just about a month old, 2 months old, something like that. And the discus have always been in here, but there's no aggression. I've had no aggression at all. I don't know what it's going to be like though when he brings me the other 7. He said,
Yeah,
he's
now
bringing
I think
those
it's going to be,
tomorrow.
let's get ready to rumble. I think it's what's going to be.
No, but I'm going to, because with all these baby angels, until we get the 300 up and running, I'm going to have to up my water changes to every couple of days in here because you have to feed these baby angels like 5-6 times a day. So, Rockin' Fish, you sunk my battleship.
And
Oh,
as
yes,
always,
they're Me Too. Yes, Me Too, MITU. Yes.
I always
Cootie
like
Song.
at different times of the stream to say, Alexa, play my playlist.
Hey, stop. She's going to go. She'd probably say, which one? I have several. Is that what you did the other night when Alexa started going off like crazy? Oh, Kenneth.
Yep. But I found, though, if you do it, it actually makes everybody's in the chats, if they have one, go off, too. If they're not on earphones.
Right.
OMG, stop it.
I know, so probably everybody's is going off because you said that.
Oh, my God, we're down to 1 minute already again.
Are you kidding?
We can go a minute. We will go a minute or two late because we were late.
Who's after us? Anybody?
That's Big Tank Hank after us.
Well, that's not fair to Big Tank Hank.
We'll only be a minute.
Marie's Critters and Crafts. Haha, watching you guys reminds me of when I was younger. You're exactly the kind of people that would fit in perfectly with my family. Shenanigans.
Oh, yeah, we love shenanigans. But guys, like I said, definitely if you're a cichlid keeper, make it to that event down in St. Louis this year. You'll have a blast.
Yeah, we're looking really forward to going.
Medjugorje was nice enough to drop Hank's link. Appreciate that, Medjugorje. So, guys, as always, man, we appreciate each and every one of you guys come in every Friday and Sunday to put up with our shenanigans. Want to thank all my members and all the people that took the time to super chat us tonight. Greatly appreciated. Never expected, but greatly appreciated, guys. And then I want to thank each and every one of you, like I said, coming out every week, putting up with this stuff. And let me take the time to thank each and every one of my moderators. You guys do a great job. You keep me safe. And it's not easy being a mod on this channel, I'm sure. So
Danny's Wesh says he's going to be there. And Byron says, working on the fish room shelf wall. We'll post on Facebook when it's done. So looking forward to seeing that.
Well, Byron, I just want to know when I'm going to be allowed, because I've been coming to a few fish fan or Greater Portland Aquarium Society's houses and shooting them for my channel. I always like going to a good fish room, man. Anyway, guys, I won't. What are you laughing at now?
Fish Tropic says, wrap it up and be safe, Kenny.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, as always, love your fish. This is Kenny and Danny saying goodbye for another week. Peace out, guys.
Bye. Love your fish.